Ladies and gentlemen, if you are betting UFC Fight Night Tatsuro Taira versus Hyung Sung Park this weekend, you are going to want to watch this video. I have 4 best bets for you. I have a prop for every single fight, and I have the parlays for you at the end. If you guys do enjoy this, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you have not already. This is the Betting Talk episode 31. Let's get down and dirty and get into the card right away with the first best bet of the evening, and it's not even close. It's an easy pick, and we can all see why. Rafael Estevam to beat Felipe Bunes. Felipe Bunes is not a guy who should be in the UFC at this point in his career. He was the LFA champion. He did a really good job through that regional promotion, and he was able to beat Yuma Horouchi for the title. It wasn't really a hard fight for him, and then he immediately moved on to the UFC. I would have liked to see him fight a little bit longer in regional. I think he finally got the championship status that he wanted, and I think he was just in a perfect position where he didn't need to move yet. He moved a little bit premature, got knocked out by Joshua Van. He then beats Jose Johnson, who's, again, not really a huge win to have on your record. A guy who wasn't really good enough for UFC caliber. He got kicked out. He's now taking on Rafael Estevam, a little bit of a problem. Felipe Bunes is in a huge world of trouble here. Estevam is just going to work him for 3 rounds. This should be an easy 3-round decision for Rafael Estevam. And over 1.5 rounds with Rafael Estevam. I'm not sure what that pays. Let's take a look at it real quick. Bang. And bang. Minus 188. That's your first best bet of the evening. Now we're going to move on to the second best bet of the evening, which is Trijan Gore versus Rodolfo Vieira. We are going... Now, again, this is a long shot. I would stay... I like this. This is just too good for me. Trijan Gore is going to beat Rodolfo Vieira. Rodolfo Vieira struggles with guys who have good wrestling backgrounds, guys who don't get taken down easily. He struggles to put on his game plan, which is a submission game. He's purely a jiu-jitsu hunter. Whenever he has guys that fight back, he doesn't do very well on the feet. And when he has guys that are super aggressive towards him, he doesn't deal well on the cage. He tries to get a takedown. And with a guy like Trijan Gore, I am not worried with this guy getting submitted. He is very well aware of where he is in the submission game. He knows where he has to be, and he knows that he's going to have to stay away from the hands of Rodolfo Vieira if he's going to want to win this fight. And I would probably stay with this fight going under 2.5 rounds, but because I trust so much in Trijan Gore, I'm going to go with Trijan Gore plus 3.5 as your second best bet of the evening. I think it's just too good to be true that Rodolfo Vieira wins all 3 rounds on a scorecard. I'm going to take Trijan Gore to possibly knock out and win by decision on the cards against Rodolfo Vieira, the black belt hunter. We're going to move on next on the best bets. You have Kevin Vallejo. You know what? We're going to go Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos versus Neil Magny. We're going with Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos, and the reason being for this, Neil Magny is 37 years old. Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos slowed down a little bit in his last fight, but still looked good. Neil Magny's 6'3", a little bit slower when he's getting older. The bigger guys tend to fall faster. And then you have Neil Magny, who is just on a 2-fight loss streak, 2 knockouts. It's not a good look, both in the first round, one of them by a glancing shot, and that's not a good look for his chin. He got knocked out last November. We are August. Not even a full year off. We have 9 months. And I'm a little bit worried that Neil Magny is going to get tagged up by Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos, who just took out a prospect in Zach Scroggin, who took the short notice fight into the UFC. I'm going to lean with the fact that Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos' kickboxing and Muay Thai is super clean. Neil Magny is going to be looking for some takedowns and some mix-up, and I don't know if he's going to be able to get it done. I don't know if he's going to be able to hold Elizeu against the cage. I don't think it's going to happen. I think the knees and the clinch work from Elizeu Zaleski is going to be too good to give up on a bet, and that's why we're picking him as the third best bet of the evening. And that's going to move us on right away like that to the best bet of the evening. I don't even think this is close. I think this is quite confident that it's going to happen, and I think we can confidently pick minus 3.5, but I would pick as the lock of the week Kevin Vallejos to knock out Danny Silva in the first 2 rounds. I think Kevin Vallejos here is given perfect odds as a minus 435. The way he knocked out Sungwoo Choi, the way his hands are, him having 73% of his wins or 11 of his wins by knockout within the first 2 rounds is very telling of how this fight's going to go. It's going to be pure hands. It's going to be pure devastation from Kevin Vallejos, and Danny Silva's going to be on the back foot the whole time. Danny Silva having close split decisions with Lucas Almeida and Josh Kulabau, 2 half-decent strikers who were able to put some tags on Danny Silva. Now you have Kevin Vallejos who's walking in here absolutely ready to torch some kids and absolutely ready to put this guy out. He knocked out Cam Teague in the first round, a guy who'd never been knocked out like that, who was trying to put it to him. You have Jean Silva, who went to a decision and is his only loss on his career. Not a knockout or a submission, a decision. That should tell you everything you need to know about Kevin Vallejos. He is very beautiful in the striking. He's very good in the footwork, and he doesn't just get tagged. He has a meaning for why he steps into exchanges, and it's very impressive to see. We're going to go with Kevin Vallejos to win by knockout, and if you don't want to do the knockout prop because you're a little bit too stressed, it is only paying plus 110. So if you would rather the minus 3.5 spread, I am comfortable with that because I am leaning knockout regardless. What do we have here? Rafael Estevam over 1.5 rounds. Trejan Gore, Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos, Kevin Vallejos to win. Plus 695. I love that. Fully, I think Felipe Bunes is going to be stuck on his back the whole time, but there is a possibility that he gets finished. That is your sketchiest bet on the night. I think the rest is easy. I think the rest is just too good to be true. And we're going to be picking this all night to win. We're going to put 25 bucks on it, as you know, and that's $200 in the bank. Alright, excuse me. Let's get right into the one prop for every single parlay on, or every single fight of the night. Let's get into it. Ketlin Souza versus Piera Rodriguez. We're going Ketlin Souza plus 3.5. I like Souza as an underdog. I think she can win this fight. I think Piera Rodriguez is in big trouble. I think Ketlin Souza and her powers very, very devastating and very, very telling of how she is inside of the UFC at strawweight. She's just a lot more devastating than most of these strawweights, and when she hits girls, they don't expect that type of power at that weight class, and they kind of get really scared really quick. So look for Ketlin Souza to win by finish over Piera Rodriguez, a girl who gets so frustrated in the clinch work and on the ground that she starts headbutting girls even though she's winning the fight. Rafael Estevam versus Felipe Bunes. You already know what we like. We like Rafael Estevam, but we're going to go Rafael Estevam over 1.5 as well on this, because that is exactly what I like for the best bet. Austin Bashi versus John Yanis. We're going to go with Austin Bashi to win via submission or decision. I don't think there's a way that Austin Bashi gets out of this, to be completely honest. I think he submits him super, super quick. John Yanis is not a guy who should be in the UFC at this point. This is a layup fight for Austin Bashi, who just lost to Christian Rodriguez. It's a little bit unfortunate that they are giving him a layup fight, but it is what it is. The guy last fought Nick Argui, a guy who was inside of the UFC a long time ago, but now it is a different world. I say a long time ago. It was last year. But now, or 2 years ago. Now it is a different world. We are fighting different guys. And this guy's coming from Fury FC to try and beat Austin Bashi. I don't think it's going to happen. We have Nick Klein versus Andre Puliev. We're going to go with Andre Puliev to win via knockout or decision. There's just too much on the line for me to pick Nick Klein, a guy who literally immediately won and went right over to Dana. I was talking about Trump and John Jones. He's barely fucking half a meatball in his head. He's 6-2, probably the lowest amount of fights on this entire fight card. And I don't trust him to win this fight whatsoever. I trust him to go out there, get torched, and get off of the UFC. I don't like him. I don't think he should be at 185. He clearly can cut more weight. I don't know. He's fucking, he's worrisome. This kid gives me a lot of worry, and he's fighting a 6'4" guy who's 185. Better just maul the fuck out of him. I'm worried for him. Next, we have, wait, what did I bet? Did I already bet it? Yeah, I already bet it. We're good. Rodolfo Vieira versus Trejan Gore. You guys already know. Plus 3.5. Rinya Nakamura versus Nathan Fletcher. Fucker. How does Fletcher do against fucking submission guys? I don't think he does well, does he? We're going to go with, you know what? We're going with Nathan Fletcher plus 3.5. I think it's just, I love him. I think Rinya Nakamura is low-key a can. I think he's been exposed in his game plan multiple times. I think Muin Gafarov exposed it. I think Carlos Vera exposed it. He just wasn't able to win. It just showed a way to win, and I think a lot of people are going to start abusing that. Rinya Nakamura might lose this weekend. Danny Silva versus Kevin Vallejos. You guys already know what I like. We're going to like Kevin Vallejos by knockout, but we will go knockout or decision to try and keep our wits about us. Actually, I can't go that because it's the lock of the week, bro. We have to go with the lock of the week. Neil Magny versus Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos. We're going to go with Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos to win by KO or decision. I think this is a perfect opportunity for dos Santos to get a finish, and I think he can get over Neil Magny, who gets trapped in the corner multiple times in his fights. Nora Cornol versus Carl Hossa. I would lean on the side of Nora Cornol, and I will plus 3.5. I think she can win a round, and I think she's been having a lot of success in the UFC. I think she can continue that against Carl Hossa, who's getting a little bit on the side. You know what I mean? Like, just kind of not really there. Losing to Eileen Perez, giving up positions that she really shouldn't give up. Nora Cornell going to keep moving forward, keep working. She really shouldn't have lost a fight in the UFC, arguably, against Calvacanti, but it is what it is. I mean, it's pretty insane. Elvis Brenner versus Esteban Ribovic. This fight not to go distance. I think either of these guys are going to knock each other out or submit each other. It just seems to me that these guys are going to go to absolute war, and I think Ribovic is going to get knocked out, to be honest. We'll see. Els Brenner, a little bit lackful on the skill, but very, very adamant on continuing fights no matter what. Mateus Rebecki versus Chris Duncan. We're going with... Ooh. This is hard. Why is so much money on Mateus Rebecki by knockout? That's worrisome for me. Because Chris has been submitted before by a guillotine or a naked choke. That'd make more sense to me. Rebecki by submission. Maybe we're going to do a cycle parlay after. Let's go Mateus Rebecki by submission or decision. Plus 160. What? Okay. I'll take that all day. I guess it's because of the bad position. He's going to give him his back, though. Chris Duncan will not let himself get knocked out. Tatsuro Taira versus Hyung Sung Park. We're going to go with Tatsuro Taira. Probably to win by finish, but I think this fight's too close to call. I'm going to lean Hyung Sung Park. Hyung Sung Park hasn't gone 5 rounds before, has he? No, we're going to go not go distance. I don't think this fight's going distance. I think these guys... I think they have a big problem going distance, honestly. Taira doesn't really look all that good in 5-round fights. Hyung Sung Park has 10 fights on his record. He's first 5-rounder. We're going to see how he does. Let's recap this. Rafael Estevam over 1.5. That's one of the best bets. Ketlin Souza plus 3.5. Austin Bashi submission or decision. Puliev KO or decision. Trejan Gorov, Nathan Fletcher plus 3.5. Kevin Vallejos minus 3.5. Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos to win by KO or decision. Nora Cornell plus 3.5. Elvis Brenner and Esteban Ribovic not to go distance. Mateus Rebecki by submission or decision. And Tatsuro Taira and Hyung Sung Park not to go distance. If you put $10 on this bet, it pays you $8,897 if we hit everything. And the reason being for that is because we have some crazy ass picks. Trejan Gore, Nathan Fletcher, and who else is an underdog? That's all the underdogs? Wow, it's just because of the 12-pick parlay. I'm going to put $10 on that regardless. If it wins, it wins. Dude, $1. $1 pays $800. Am I really not going to put $1 on it? No. Come on. We got to hit $1 at least. No. Excuse me. I'll get you guys out of here in just a second. I'm sorry. This is not going to be edited this time. I'm fucking gassed. We'll just have a nice, pretty fucking... Actually, maybe this will be edited. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll edit this. Here, come on, come on. Can we fucking load up here? There we go. All right, we're going to go with the early prelim parlays. We're going to go Esteban, or Rafael Esteban. Yeah, there's no way Felipe Bunes wins a round, bro. I just don't believe it. Ketlin Souza, Rafael Esteban, minus 3.5. And then we're going to go... What did I say I wanted with this guy? Submission or decision, Austin Bashi, plus 226. I don't mind this early. I think this is going to pay instantly. And if you want to add Andre Puliev in there, it's going to be sketchy, but plus 420 on the line. I mean, plus 420, boys. Smoke your weed, watch the fights. Not too bad. If you guys want to bet something inside a little bit later, you can go Danny Sil or Kevin Vallejos. He's going to win by knockout, dude. There's just no way Danny Silva doesn't get knocked out. I just don't believe it. Kevin Vallejos minus 3.5. Trejan Gore plus 3.5. And then you go Dos Santos on the line. Where's the other one? I mean, you go Rafael Esteban if you want on the line. But minus 3.5 Rafael Esteban. Plus 677. The only thing you're stressing here really is probably Dos Santos. Trejan Gore I like a lot. Kevin Vallejos is going to knock out. Honestly, let's check this out real quick. Danny Silva to win by knockout. Oh, wow. Mateus Rebecki to win by submission. He has a couple. Yeah, let's check this out, actually. Where is it here? Mateus Rebecki. He has 6 subs in the first round. He has an armbar over Roosevelt Roberts. Chris Duncan's been submitted by Manuel Torres, who fucking sucks on the ground. Yeah, we're gonna go with submission. I think Mateus Rebecki is just gonna grab him on the ground and just end up submitting him. That's plus 1300. And let's grab someone for a decision to make a fucking cycle parlay here, boys. Trejan Gore by decision, maybe. How sick would that be? How sick would a Trejan Gore decision be? You know how sick that would fucking be? Wow. I can't pick it though. It's too close. It's too close. What can you pick? You know what I mean? What can you really pick? I mean, you can do that. You can just do those two if you really want, plus 1300. I really want to add another one in there, though. I really feel like it could be good. Half Estevan by decision. I mean, how do he knocked out some losers? Yeah, I guess we can go like this. Kevin Vallejos KO, Mateus Rebecki submission, half Estevan to win by decision, plus 27.70, $15 pays you $4.30. You're looking more at Rebecki by submission. I think this is a really good play by itself as well for a prop. I think Mateus Rebecki at plus 600 for a submission is a little bit ridiculous against a guy who's only been submitted for a finish in his career. Look for Chris Duncan to get submitted early in round 2. I think the ground game of Mateus Rebecki is going to be a little bit too overwhelming for Chris Duncan, especially with some ground and pound shots. Wow, that's actually insane. I think if you're looking for 3 underdogs to pick for the week, you can pick Trejan Gore, Nora Cornell, and you can grab Elsbrenner in there. Plus 2,026, $25 gets you 556. And if you guys want to pick all of my picks for the week, you guys want to stick alongside me, and no matter what, you're going to pick the money lines because you guys are absolute fucking psychopaths and something is wrong with you. Even though I don't agree with it, we'll take... these are my picks. I want to take Nathan Fletcher off a parlay, but Nora Cornell, Trejan Gore, Brenner, Tatsuro Taira, Rebecki, Zielinski, Dos Santos, Vallejos, Fletcher, Pulia, Bashi, Estevam, Souza. $5 pays you $12,000. $10 pays you $25,000. Yeah, we're a little bit of a fucking psychopath, but we can make you some money this week. Hopefully we catch and hopefully we smash. I hope you guys did enjoy this. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you have not already. I'm just trying to get you guys a little bit more insight on the bets. I think we can hit this week, and I think we're going to smash the locks. Let's get it done. I'll see you guys all later for the live tomorrow, Saturday, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, August the 2nd. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Peace.